All right, guys, so week 6 lesson is the Great Turtle Iroquois origin story, and it is a pear deck, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go through the pear deck and read it and read the questions, and you'll be able to then continue this presentation and answer the questions in your version as you go. So if you want to have it read while you go through and answer, you could watch the whole video, pull it up again in another tab, and maybe go back and forth, however you want to do that. So, The Great Turtle, an Iroquois origin story. All right, as you read, be sure to focus on the purpose of the turtle and the frog. You should answer questions while you read and after you have finished reading. This story comes from the Iroquois people in North America. In the 1400s, they formed a federation of 5 separate tribes in what is now New York State. The Iroquois did not use writing, so they told their stories orally for many years. Finally, settlers from Europe wrote it down. The first people lived beyond the sky because there was no earth beneath. The chief's daughter became ill, and no cure could be found. A wise old man told them to dig up a tree and lay the girl beside the hole. People began to dig, but as they did, the tree fell right through the hole, dragging the girl with it. Below lay an endless sheet of water where 2 swans floated. As the swans looked up, they saw the sky break and a strange tree fall down into the water. Then they saw the girl fall after it. They swam to her and supported her because she was too beautiful to allow her to drown. Then they swam to the great turtle, master of all animals, and at once called a council. All right, question 1. What was the first thing the swans did after they saw the girl and the tree fall? A, they watched her and the tree float away. B, they swam to her and supported her. Or C, they went and retrieved the master of all animals. When all the animals had arrived, the great turtle told them that the appearance of a woman from the sky was a sign of good fortune. Since the tree had earth on its roots, he asked them to find where it had sunk and bring up some of the earth to put on his back to make an island for the woman to live on. Question 2. Why did the great turtle want the animals to bring him some earth from the tree? A, the great turtle wanted to place some of the earth on his back to make an island for the girl to live. B, the great turtle asked that the tree be brought up from the water to plant and give shade to the animals. Or C, the great turtle sent out the swans to see if anything else fell through the sky. The swans led the animals to the place where the tree had fallen. First otter, then muskrat, then beaver dived. As each one came up from the great depths, he rolled over exhausted and died. Many other animals tried, but they experienced the same fate. At last, the old lady toad volunteered. She was under so long that the others thought she had been lost. But at last she came to the surface and before dying managed to spit out a mouthful of dirt onto the back of the great turtle. Question 3. Why is the old lady toad important to the story? A, the lady toad was able to instruct all the other creatures on what they should do to save the girl. B, the lady toad was able to swim to the great depths to bring back dirt from the tree. C, the lady toad was not important to the story. Or D, the lady toad was able to bring back the tree that had fallen from the sky. It was magical earth and had the power of growth. As soon as it was as big as an island, the woman sat down on it. The 2 white swans circled it while it continued to grow until at last it became the world island as it is today, supported in the great waters on the back of the great turtle. According to the Iroquois legend, what is the earth supported on? A, the oceans. B, upon the tree that fell from the sky. C, the back of the great turtle. Or D, an island in the middle of the ocean. Okay. Now these questions are your post-reading questions. So, which detail from the story best supports the idea that the great turtle has powers that the other animals lacked or did not have? A, the great turtle called a council when the swans brought the sick girl to him. B, the great turtle told the animals what to do to save the sick girl. C, the great turtle told the animals that the falling girl was a sign of good fortune. Or D, the great turtle supported the growing earth and surrounding waters on his back. Okay, so in this question, think more about like powers as in like abilities, not necessarily leadership powers. It's talking more about like the ability to do something. All right, select 2 sentences that would be most important to include in a summary of this story. First sentence: a sick girl from another world accidentally fell through a hole along with a tree. 2. The father of the girl who fell through the hole was a chief. 3. First an otter and then a muskrat attempted to reach the tree in the water. Or 4. An old lady toad was able to successfully bring dirt from the tree to the surface of the water. All right, which 2 of those 4 sentences should we put in a summary? 1 and 2, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, or 3 and 4? Which best explains the interaction between the great turtle and the other animals in the story? A, the great turtle shows gratitude to the other animals for their support, and the other animals love him for this. Okay, gratitude means like he shows them that he appreciates them and that he's thankful for them. B, the great turtle impatiently listens to other animals, and the other animals reluctantly follow his orders. Okay, so if you're impatient, that means that you're not being patient. And reluctantly means you do it, but you don't really want to. So the other animals, they don't want to do what he's saying, but they do it anyway because he's in charge. Okay, or C, the great turtle treats some of the animals better than the others, and some of the animals ignore his orders because of this. Or D, the great turtle willingly listens to the other animals, and the other animals willingly try to fulfill his request. Okay, so which one of those 4 best explains the interactions that the great turtle has with the other animals? All right, which best explains the relationship between the great turtle and the creation of the earth? A, the great turtle created the earth when he tried to get some tree dirt off of his back. B, the great turtle learned from a wise old man how to create the earth. C, the great turtle was responsible for the creation of earth and still maintains it today. D, the great turtle deliberately created the earth to save all the animals. Okay, according to the Iroquois legend, what is it that they believe about the great turtle and the creation of the earth? All right. So that's the rest of the Pear Deck questions. So make sure you've answered all of the 8 questions before you exit. And then if you want to click here, there's more like videos and stories and things about the Iroquois Native tribe. All right.